Hey everybody, thanks for joining me on my very first live stream. So, this has been a while, 6 months. I have loved doing the vibration plate. I never imagined I'd be doing so many videos and having so much success with it. And I love hearing everybody's stories. I love the emails. The comments on the videos are great. I love how everybody's supporting each other. So I have a list of questions here. So there are a lot of the same questions I'm getting asked, which is great, um, about why I started and things I've noticed. So originally, I'd started because I just wanted to support my lymphatic system. I have PCOS. So there's autoimmune there, there's hormone things there. Um, so I found that to be, super important. And it just kind of spiraled into so much I didn't even know that could happen. So, like, something I noticed right away was restless leg. So, that could be really bad for me at night. I could be up for hours, and it's like, everyone's quick answer is magnesium. So, I've been taking a really good non-synthetic electrolyte drink for the last, I don't know, two years, I think. And it has 3 or 4 types of non-synthetic magnesium. Super good. So, like, I didn't feel that was the issue. Well, once I got this vibration plate, I realized, oh, the issue was more circulation, not the magnesium. So even though sometimes there are quick answers, it doesn't mean it's the same thing for everyone all of the time. So I'm sorry if any guys are watching, but girls, my period was a huge thing I've noticed. I am 43. I have PCOS. Things can get really heavy and blah. And I thought it was all hormone related, and it very well could be still, but I had no idea how much the circulation improvement alone was going to help that. So that was a very welcome, pleasant surprise. Um, Something else I loved early on was I noticed even though it was low impact, it was something I could do. So something I've kind of like mentioned but haven't full on talked about is I spent almost all of my 30s sedentary. I went from being very fit, very active to nothing. Oh, hi mama. Hi Jay. Cuz I had a huge problem that we thought was my back. Was it my back? I'm not going to get into that right now. But we thought it was my back. So because it affected my mobility. It hurt so bad I couldn't like sit for long or stand for long or anything. So imagine not moving for like 7 years. That's a lot. And so when you finally solve a problem and you start to get your life back, it physically hurts. So the vibration plate was really great for me because I wasn't very mobile and I hadn't done a lot for a long time. Obviously, at this point I could walk around, I could finally lift weights again a little bit. But having something that was a low impact and engaging every single muscle was fantastic because it helped me get strength back and it helped me be able to do a lot more things. So that's a journey that I'm still continuing on. Um, okay, so I made a note about mobility and kind of said that when you can't move for almost a decade, it is huge to find something that can help you be mobile. I noticed I had more energy, and when your lymphatic system is flowing, when your circulation's good, and you're using something that engages all of your muscles, you're going to have more energy. And so, a lot of people ask me, what time do I do this? That is probably the most common question I get is what time and how long. So I like it in the morning. So I do a whole routine called The Miracle Morning. It's by Hal Elrod. I don't know if I have the book sitting right here. Oh, I do. I usually don't. It's usually not too far away. I love this book. If you're familiar with him or not, there's a ton of versions. I think his latest one is Miracle Morning for people over 50. And this book has been phenomenal. So I do the whole routine every single morning. And for the exercise portion, that is what I use right now is the vibration plate. And now that I can extend it, now I can do I have like a rebounder downstairs, so I can go do that. Sometimes I'll maybe I'll get on the exercise bike now or the treadmill. Um, but I always start with a plate because it just feels like the most refreshing thing to me in the morning. I do it at least 15 minutes if I can. Now, if you're new to this, if you're just watching, welcome. There, it is never too late to start this. But if you are brand new and you start to feel like your muscles kind of hurt, it's okay. You don't have to do 15 minutes. When I started, I was shocked at how it engaged like my lower back muscles, and that was where all of my pain was. And so it really engaging those muscles was not pleasant. So I would do the vibration plate for like 3 minutes and then go ice down, and then 3 minutes and then ice down. And now I can do 15, 20 minutes with no problem, but don't feel like you have to do that right away. Because you'll see comments from people online like, no, don't listen. There's no wrong way to do this. So what changed over time is I just noticed to appreciate how my body responds to it. It isn't aggressive, it's supportive. I think that's people's concerns. Because a lot of the plates, like mine has 99 settings, but even up at 99, it's not aggressive. And it's really funny. I've noticed I use different levels for different things that I want. Now my plate, some plates go like side to side, some go up and down. So mine is like more side to side shaking. Um and I've noticed like when it's on a lower setting, I feel it more like in my abs. When it's on a higher setting, I feel it more in my back. So don't be afraid to mess around with higher settings because it's not going to vibrate you the same way in the same spots. Someone asked me recently, what do I wish I would have done differently in the beginning? Okay, so there's a few things I really wish I would have done differently. So one is I wish I would have been more consistent with it. Like I wish I would have started every single day and not just like 2-3 times a week, because I get so many benefits from this. I wish I would have right off the bat just done it every day, but you obviously don't have to. I wish I would have taken measurements. I know a couple people recommended that, and I really wish I would have listened to you guys because I didn't do it. And you can see results on this that you might not see on the scale, especially when you have PCOS or things, where it's really hard to lose weight, but you can still tone your body. So I'm actually going to do my measurements first thing tomorrow morning. I'm going to start a brand new journey here on the vibration plate. So I'm going to do that. I wish I would have took better care of my hormones along the way. So it started like a year ago when my hormone supplements they're like my ride or die. They went temporarily out of stock. And so I use doTERRA. They are non-synthetic and they do not compromise on their quality. So it could have been something in the vitamin. It could have been something in the packaging, but I didn't have them for a really long time. And I just got them back and I just took them for the first time last night. So I'm really interested to see taking care of my hormone balance along with eating better, because I didn't always do that. And then with the plate, where my journey goes. So I'll keep you guys updated. I will probably even make a couple like maybe printable charts for measurements and weight for you guys. And I'll put it into like a PDF where you guys can print it off. I'll work on that tomorrow. So a common beginner mistake I think people make is locking their knees. And if you've seen my videos, you might have seen me kind of laugh at myself because I'll catch myself locking my knees. Like you think you're not doing it, and it is so easy to do. But try not to lock your knees. It actually makes a difference in how your body responds to the vibrations. And don't be afraid to start. I get a lot of emails, which I love every single one. Thank you. Just about being hesitant and afraid to start. Okay. Just start. It is okay. And if you're worried about starting, because I think the common fear is balance. And this can over time absolutely improve your balance. I can tell you for sure it's improved my balance, at least from strengthening my core. And, a lot of your balance comes from that. I always say stand by a counter. I do mine in the kitchen. I don't have a fancy setup, guys. You don't need a fancy setup. I do mine right in the kitchen because it's the only place other than the bathroom that I don't have carpeting. So hold on to the counter if you have to, or put a chair right there to hold on to. If you want to get a feel for your plate, you can actually just sit in a chair and put your feet on it. So I'm actually working through an injury right now. I slipped and took a tiny fall down the stairs. Didn't get down too many stairs, but it was like slipping on ice on the spot on the carpet, and I kind of flew and just boom, right on my tailbone. So these vibrations have not felt good this week. So I am starting small. So if you saw my videos, I was literally like on the floor. What you didn't see, so I was sitting on a cushion. I was sitting on padding, and I just had my legs on it. And then today I sat in a chair with no cushion, with my feet on it. And I'll post that video probably tomorrow. And I'm thinking by Friday I'll be back on it. So that's a good way to start if you're unsure. Just find a way to use your plate where you feel safe and you're good. So, okay, thank you guys for watching. And if you are watching this not live, don't forget to leave your comments or questions, and I will answer them. And I will also talk about them in the stream next week. So I'll see you guys next week.